Hi Santa, hi Sailor Moon. It's great to see you. Well, I decided to come down from... Whoa, turning over again. I decided to come here from New Greenland to come down here with you Sailor Soldiers for the second time on your YouTube channel. Oh, cool, Sailor Moon says. It's good to see you, Santa. It's good to see you too, Sailor Moon. It's good to see you, Santa Claus. Yeah, well, it's good to see you too, Sailor Mini Moon. I can't wait for you to come over to Christmas and put the gift under the tree and, you know. But I guess I'm getting ahead of myself because Thanksgiving's coming up. Oh no, Thanksgiving's my busiest month. It's when I have to buy all the presents or make all the presents. Santa, it's good to see you again. Santa, it's good to see you again. Yeah, it's good to see you too, Sailor Mercury. So how is the elves and Miss Claus and everything? The elves are fine, Mrs. Claus are fine. What about the reindeer? The reindeer are good too. They're doing alright. Well, Santa, long time no see. Good to see you too, Sailor Mars. It's good to see you back, Santa Claus. We missed you.
Now from the 18th.
And I told him, you sleep there.
Technically, you can't even call him the
And
cable
if
guy.
it's not the number,
next generation of television delivered over the
I have sex with him.
infinite possibilities.
You have sex with him?
I have sex with him.
How do you have sex with him? You hold him down?
I hold him down. My face him.
Nice to meet you, Carol. Here, don't
You face him, yeah?
Yeah, sex with him.
You hold him down. Does someone else help you hold him down, or you do it on your own?
No, he's scared for me.
So he has to have sex.
Yeah, then he lay.
But this is a totally different technology.
The secret rites and brutal code of the number are becoming clear to me. Either you fight your way up the ranks, or become a permanent victim of sexual abuse.
I have sex with a man.
19 years you have sex with a man.
The man.
Does that make you gay?
No.
Why not?
I'm not a gay.
What are you then? A man?
I'm daughter, a man.
I know I'm not a licensed installer.
Right, you're the man. But what about the man that gets fucked? What's he?
That was easy.
He's a woman. Yeah, wifey, a woman.
You're done with the installation. What's the
I'm
first thing
telling
people do?
you must wash my clothes.
Start changing the channels, seeing the quality,
do it.
or they jump on
I
the
give
computer
him bread,
faster
food.
and see how much faster we are. People ask us all the time.
I
if
give
we're-
him a
we're like,
bed.
"Oh," and no, we are.
And I watch them, he's alright.
So do you have a lady in here now, a lady boy in here now?
I have one.
How long have you been with that one?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Do you change regularly, yeah?
Yeah, I change.
I'm Rich DeMiro, and that's your tech report.
You just walk up to them and you go, you will be my wife.
Yes, she comes sleep by me, at my bed.
If they don't do that, what happens?
Kill them.
The world is made of language. The implication for the digerati is that reality can therefore be hacked. If reality is made of language, then what we're saying is that it's code. And if it's code, then it is far more deeply open to manipulation than we ever dared dream. I mean, we've been messing around on the desktop, opening files with religions and political systems and xenophobic theories of racial superiority, all this crap that haunts the human historical adventure. It means we have not addressed the deeper levels. And in thinking about this and the relationship to dream and human culture, I have realized that cultures are like operating systems. we are like hardware. The human animal is a piece of biological wetware / hardware.
The basics are this. As you look at yourself and feel yourself, and you're looking at an electrical appliance. You and I, everyone here, everyone watching, are electrical appliances. And let me just start off and we'll show you this. Humans may be considered electrical devices that produce magnetism, heat, and phosphorescence. An electromagnet, which usually has an iron core encircled by electrical coils, produces a radiating field that periodically. So what we're talking about here is electrical devices with an iron core encircled by this electrical energy. And that's what this premise is that human beings are. So let's kick that up once, okay? This is hard. I'm a little disappointed that I didn't make it bigger, but bear with me. Human beings, now listen, have an inner circulating core. That's you. I mean, you have an inner circulating core containing iron, which in your body is hemoglobin. Hemoglobin. When one is alive, electricity surges through the body and produces an electromagnetic field that surrounds the iron. You see, here's your body. Everybody has one. But here's the part that most people have little or no knowledge of. This is you. This is not you. This was something that was made by your mother and father. But this is you, and this is how you operate that. You're not inside of here. You're here in a vortex motion, radiating electricity for the body. The body also has body temperature, and this EM field at the various energy, blah, 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 blah. Phosphorescent. Now here's the interesting thing. Okay? Phosphorescence may be the aura. Now, people have said, they've seen auras around other people, and what they're saying here is phosphorescence may be the aura. Phosphorescence is the glow produced by some materials when in the presence of electricity, such as television, fluorescent lights. They both rely on electricity surging through phosphorescent-producing material. So you have phosphorescent-producing material, so the hemoglobin, and electricity surging through that produces this phosphorescence. Electrical devices produce phosphorescence, and humans have electrical properties. The human body might be phosphorescent. Perhaps that glow is not easily recognized because, like the water to the fish, it's ever present. It also may be that our phosphorescence is beyond the range of visible light.
To penetrate layer after layer of interpretation, the incrustations of ages, the pollutions of both time and era, in an effort to restore as far as possible the primitive meanings of these ancient symbols, are not the private property of Masonry. These symbols derive themselves from practically every tradition of the world. Yet that there must be beneath all symbolism a substance, a meaning real and valid. In the search into the field of comparative religion, in which symbolism plays a most vital part, we come constantly upon images and figures difficult to comprehend, confusing, and at the same time utterly fascinating. The symbol, which has endured from time immemorial, going back to the earliest thinking, to the most basic ideals of the human race, comes the nearest to anything that we have to a universal language. The moment we lock our thoughts in words, we restrict our meanings to those of kindred tongue. The moment we attempt to interpret in the terms of familiar things, we also impose a dogmatism upon meaning, and gradually most symbols have been dogmatized. They have been given a meaning, or perhaps a group of meanings, and these are assumed to exhaust the research in the subject. The moment we place a dogma upon any natural growing concept, we blight it with an early frost. We create a pattern of acceptances, a mere lip acceptance of terms, words, and patterns, presumably exhausted by those who have gone before us. Pike warned of this very definitely. There may be 1,000 interpretations already known for a certain symbol, but if we are content to accept any or all of them, we shall some way deprive ourselves of the greatest adventure of all, and that is the personal exploration of the idea.
Good boy. This conditions the dog to love every aspect of the harness, even the noise of the harness closing around him. You'll be marking by saying yep or clicking as the dog maintains his position and doesn't back away from the harness. If you have a dog that's highly fearful of their harness, you can walk them on their collar while you spend a couple of days working on them loving their harness. Here you can see my puppy is trying to get the treat without having to put his head through the harness. I'm simply going to wait him out and see if he thinks to try the right thing. He's going to try spin, he tried appeasement licking, he tried sitting. He's going to try and get the treat without putting his head through.
Yes, good boy.
He's learning the only thing that works is to put his head through the harness.
The Department of Defense's Advanced Research Projects Agency, ARPA, set up a lab at Walter Reed Army Institute of Research and participated in Project Pandora. Scientists began zapping monkeys to study the biological effects of highly concentrated microwave frequencies. Similar studies were conducted at the VA Hospital in Kansas City, University of Rochester, Brooks Air Force Base, Johns Hopkins, MIT, the MITRE Corporation, University of Pennsylvania, and other domestic and foreign labs. In one study, Dr. Jose Delgado experimented on 4 human subjects using radio waves, reporting they experienced different emotions, sensations, and colored visions. Delgado stated that these weapons were, quote, more dangerous than atomic destruction. With knowledge of the brain, he said, we may transform, we may shape, direct, roboticize man. I think the great danger of the future is that we will have roboticized human beings who are not aware that they have been roboticized, unquote.